Good morning, Kyle Gibbons, Operations, Oregon Department of Forestry, Team 1, giving you an operational update for the Courtrock Fire for July 29th. So, the fire currently sits at just over 17,000 acres, and crews have continued to make steady progress on this incident, especially the last two shifts. So, working around on the west side of the incident here, fairly secure line. Where the black line is, we're fairly confident we're not going to have any issues in there, even though we still patrol and mop up in those areas, trying to eliminate that heat along the lines. Then working to the south, several dozer lines in here in certain spots where we had problems, so a little bit more heat down here along the lines, but it's still within the fire lines, and we'll continue to work on that. And then working around towards the head of the fire here, starting to get some dozer lines in place, and then utilizing some road systems, and then a combination of burning some of that unburned fuel between the road or the dozer line and the fire, and then also just going direct on it. So putting a dozer line right on the edge of the fire, working around the perimeter, or using hand crews and putting in hand line that way. Yesterday we had probably 50 to 60 spot fires in this area. Where that fire had made a run the day before, and then put spots all over the place. So it was grabbing available fuel when those embers came out of the column, and then a lot of those spot fires kind of burned together, and so that's why we have a little bit of a mess in that fire perimeter down here. And so crews continue to work around, and we have about a mile to 2 miles of line to try to get around the head of this fire. Things got fairly active yesterday, and then through the night crews worked on. They just continue to try to pinch this off and get around it. So definitely quite a bit of fire activity still. However, it's looking better and better. So we're getting down to where hopefully today, with a little bit of help from the weather and then possibly air support, we can get around that edge of the fire there. Then working back up the east flank, there will still be spots that we need to tie in that have been kind of hung up in between some road systems or rock outcroppings, things like that. So definitely a ton of work to still do on the Courtrock incident. However, it's getting better and better the last couple shifts. Haven't experienced any major runs. And then we have quite a few resources in place to address those concerns. So working back up this flank, we'll continue to do that, just tighten things up where we can, and then make sure we're connecting the dots and not missing anything when we were kind of pushing resources to the head of the fire to try to corral it first, and then we'll make sure we go back and methodically make sure all the lines connect and mop up that perimeter to ensure this fire stays in its same footprint. Thank you.